Hi everyone. Today I'm going to share with you a tool that is helpful for students that might have trouble reading, especially when they're reading online, to follow the lines as they read, or just to decode the words that they're seeing on the screen. So, a font that I really like for students with the common symptoms of dyslexia is a font called Open Dyslexic. So this is their website page. It just kind of shows. You can see the font is it's kind of spread apart, and it's also a little bit weighted on the bottom, so it just helps track the lines a little bit easier. So if this is something that you're interested in for a student, I can show you how to get it. So if you go to your Google search page, and if you search the Chrome Web Store, and you click on that, and then you can just search Open Dyslexic. Okay, and then you'll just click on Open Dyslexic for Chrome. Right, and then since I already have it gives me a button to remove, but this button for you would just say Add to Chrome. So when you add it, you would just click on that, you add it, it will show up here in your toolbar. Now, if you don't see it there, now I have a lot of things pinned up in there, but if you don't see it there, the way to get it there to see it is if you click on this little puzzle piece and then just drop down until you find um, the one that you want to see, and then you just pin it so that then it'll show up. Okay, so that will put that tool up into your toolbar, and then when you want to use it or not use it, you can just toggle the on and off button. So I'll show you some different things. So I showed you that website. Here is just like a search page. I can use it in my Gmail as well. It's kind of a just it works with most web pages. If you're reading an article or something online, here's the Ashland City Schools website. You'll notice that it takes just a second, and then it'll kind of pop up. But you'll notice that depending on how they have their things in, like this is an image, you're not going to see any change there. Some of the way that they have formatted their site, it doesn't work. But most of the fonts are changed over. Then here's their calendar. It just makes tracking the pages and tracking the words on the page a little easier. So one thing that we found out with students who are using this is that it doesn't actually work in Google Docs. So here's a workaround for you. There is a font family called the Lexend fonts, and you can add those to a Google Doc. It's really easy. All you do is the drop-down box where you would find your font to change the font. You're going to click on that and see where it says more fonts. You can there's a ton of different fonts you can add. Like I've added some fun little fonts that I really like handwriting type things, but you can search fonts. So if you go to more fonts, and you just search the word Lexend, it'll come up, and there are quite a few Lexend family fonts. The ones I like the best, I just chose 3 of them that I like the look of them the best. So when I chose those, it highlighted them, and then I said okay, and then added them in so I can find them. Now, when I want to use them, another cool thing is that I can also choose if I want just like a thin version of it all the way down to kind of like the medium and semi-bold ones are the ones I usually think look the best. But if you have a student that really benefits from that darker, thicker font, you can use that as well. So those are kind of cool. One thing about the Lexan fonts is they don't weight the bottom, but I do think the way that they're laid out, it kind of allows for easier tracking. So this is the Google Doc kind of response to not being able to use Open Dyslexic in this way. So I hope this was helpful to you. Please feel free to reach out with any questions that you have. Thanks.